Liam wasn't supposed to be in the attic. The wooden ladder creaked under his weight, and the air smelled of dust and something older, something sour. But he was curious, as all 8-year-olds are, and while his parents were distracted downstairs, he climbed. Most of it was junk, faded boxes, broken lamps, yellowed books. But near the far corner, tucked under an old blanket, was a box, red and gold, with peeling paint and carved details worn soft with time. A jack-in-the-box. He turned the handle slowly. Crank, crank, crank. Nothing. No tune. No pop. Just silence. Disappointed, Liam left it on the shelf and clambered back down. That night, after dinner, he tripped on the stairs and scraped his knee. He cried, just a little. It wasn't the pain. It was the shock. From upstairs came a soft sound. Crank, crank, crank. The jack-in-the-box. Playing itself. Liam froze. His parents did too. The sound grew louder. Then, pop. He looked up the staircase. At the top, silhouetted by the dim hall light, the clown sat upright in its box, head tilted slightly to the side. Its grin had widened. It hadn't looked like that before. No one spoke. His parents exchanged a look. His mother's face went pale. She whispered, barely audible, "That shouldn't be here." And from the top of the stairs, the box giggled, high-pitched, breathless, hungry. Liam begged to throw the jack-in-the-box away. His parents refused. "We'll take care of it," his dad muttered, placing it on the high shelf in the garage. "Just don't touch it again." But it didn't matter. That night, Liam woke from a nightmare, something about his sister's room, though she was gone now and no one talked about her anymore. He sat up, shaking, tears sliding down his cheeks. And that's when he heard it. Crank, crank, crank. The sound wasn't coming from the garage. It was in his room. Liam turned slowly toward his desk. The box was there, not open yet, just rocking gently. He covered his mouth, trying to hold in sobs. The moment a whimper escaped, the box sprang open. Pop. The clown was grinning, wider than before. Its painted cheeks stretched unnaturally. The arms were slightly higher now, almost like it was reaching. He ran into his parents' room, shaking. They didn't ask why. They didn't need to. The sound had followed him. Crank, crank, from the hallway. His mother pulled the covers over herself. "It only comes when you cry." Liam stared at her. "What does that mean?" His father finally said it. "We had one too, when we were kids. We just learned not to cry." Outside the bedroom door, the box giggled again. But the music wasn't winding down. It was starting over, slower, more eager. The next morning, Liam woke to find the jack-in-the-box on his pillow. Open, smiling. He hadn't cried. He hadn't even dreamed. But somehow, it was still there. He flung it across the room. It didn't make a sound when it hit the floor, just landed softly, like it had been placed there. At breakfast, he didn't eat. His mother stared blankly at her plate. His father stirred his coffee, but the spoon just scraped endlessly against the ceramic. "I don't want it," Liam said. His parents said nothing. That evening, he found the box inside the kitchen drawer. He hadn't touched it. The music began before he even noticed the tears running down his cheeks. He hadn't realized he was crying. Not until the clown opened. Its grin had teeth now, yellow, small, too many. Liam slammed the drawer shut and ran. He tried to tell his parents again, tried to beg. His dad finally snapped, standing up so fast his chair tipped. "We don't cry," he shouted. "That's how it feeds." His voice broke, and that was the first time Liam had ever seen his father almost cry. Almost. The lights flickered, and from somewhere in the walls the box began to laugh. Not giggle, laugh. A broken, raspy howl that echoed through the vents. That night, Liam heard something crawling through the hallway. Slow, rhythmic. Crank, crank, Crank. When he opened his closet, the box wasn't there. The clown was, standing, smiling. Liam didn't sleep. Every creak in the floorboards, every groan in the walls made his body tense. He stayed curled under his blanket until morning. When he finally emerged, the house was silent. Too silent. The box was gone. At school, he tried to act normal. But during art class, a girl spilled water on his project. Not much, but enough to soak it. Enough to ruin something he'd worked hard on. Tears welled in his eyes before he could stop them. That sound, that twisted music, it played quietly under the classroom noise. He turned toward the art supply shelf. The jack-in-the-box was there, open. The clown staring straight at him, head tilted. No one else noticed. Liam didn't tell the teacher. He didn't scream. He just backed away slowly and refused to speak the rest of the day. When he got home, the clown was on his bed, arms outstretched, smile wider, now split all the way to its painted ears. He ran to his parents again. His father stood still in the living room, eyes dull, hands shaking. "I tried once," he whispered. "Years ago. I cried when your sister died. Just once." He turned slowly to face Liam. "And it came back. We didn't see it, but we heard the music. That was the last night your sister was in her bed." Liam stepped back. "So she didn't..." His father looked away. "We didn't bury her." From the hallway, crank, crank, crank. The music was slower now, and heavier, as if something much larger was turning the handle. Liam locked the box in a metal toolbox, wrapped it in chains, and buried it in the backyard with trembling hands. He didn't tell his parents. He couldn't trust them anymore. They sat in the living room most nights now, silent, unmoving, eyes glassy like mannequins waiting for a cue. The laughter had hollowed them out. But for a few hours after the burial, there was peace. No music, no voice, no eyes, until just before midnight. He woke up to soft, dragging sounds, something moving across his carpet. Not footsteps, wheels. Crank, crank, crank. He sat up slowly, stomach tight. The jack-in-the-box was sitting at the foot of his bed. No dirt, no chain, no damage. Like it had never been buried at all. But this time it wasn't alone. Behind it stood something tall, human-shaped, but its limbs were too long. Its face was pale, round, painted. A clown mask that wasn't a mask. Its grin split open. No lips, just a raw mouth carved wide. Liam didn't scream. He didn't cry. He held his breath, eyes locked on the clown. The music stopped. The handle spun once more, then clicked. The clown tilted its head and frowned. Then, from the hallway, his parents began to sob, and that was enough. The box burst open, the lights shattered, and Liam saw dozens of them, all clowns, all smiling, all watching. Each one had a box. Each one was turning the crank. As they swarmed the room, Liam heard it, beneath all the laughter, all the music, his sister's voice whispering from under his bed. "You shouldn't have cried."